Bernstein. Good morning, Gemma. I see right earlier. Yes, I hope you don't mind. I thought you might like a first cup of tea. Start. Hey, Gemma, we're members of a highly evil task force. We don't do nice things like give bite or coffee. I need from you is get to work. To work. We have a lot of experience of time for your organization. So, right, please. Of course, Ian Davidson. Do 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 do. I there's so far there's no witnesses that confirmed the cause of death, but we can't we can't confirm despite like the massive amount of damage that was caused to the victim. The person what we were able to the police were identified as former executive member of Quinville Live, Mr. Dennison, who has supported Ian Quinn out in time. Ian Quinn never thought we would hear his voice again. We never feel that even death for Ian Quinn's past continues to be a thorn on our side. Well, according to reports, the man was completely frozen in ice before he was scattered on the ground. What are we doing? Are we doing for an enhanced press by any chance? Perhaps. Of course, before Sheild fell, we did receive a report that a supervillain with ice powers was brought into a big house a few days, a month before our downfall. Yes, Sky. Yes, according to Sheild reports. Yes, Sheild reports tells that the event is brought on a supervillain by the name of Wizard with ice-based powers. Yes, but more importantly, we also realize that the supervillain the real name is Donnie Guild. Wait, Donnie Guild. Wait, Donnie? Do you say Donnie? You mean Donnie is the supervillain? No, Fitz. How long? I just came in to give you a report on what I discovered on the power that machine that we acquired a few years back, and to find out that Donnie is a supervillain. What happened? Why haven't we told about this? But I'm sorry about this. I'm sorry, Donnie. I had to find out about this Fitz. But apparently, when Donnie Gill, my kind of weather machine, trying to shut it down before, which also caused the death of his friend Seth on the day at Sheild Academy. It appears that somehow according to Sheild scientists, he received the ice, so the energy that ice his machine was generating must have somehow got transferred into Donnie Gill's body and command for his genes. So apparently, he being has ice powers now. Basically, he can manipulate cold weather and ice. That's like what his memory machine used to do. That's incredible. That's incredible. Apparently so. And he was also, according to record, he was one of the ones that escaped during the breakout. So we have a supervillain on our hands. Apparently so. May. So it will be up to us to bring in Johnny, since Iron Man and the other rest of the villains are currently away on God who knows where it's up to us to bring in a supervillain. So of course, I would like to volunteer to approach Johnny Gill myself when we find him, of course. I appreciate your forwardness to help us stop Johnny Gill, but I don't think that's a good idea. A good idea. But he's my friend. I think we made a lot of progress. I thought we bonded pretty well when we first met at Sheild Academy. Then we still fits, but according to Sheild reports, when the events before the events, Johnny was causing all sorts of public disturbances, trying to force Quinn out of Sheild custody in order to kill himself. For all we know that he was out. Yes, but wait, Donnie Guild wasn't. I heard about that kid. But he was saying, yes, according to Fury's toolbox, if you had Donnie, as soon as Donnie was under the sandbox, he featured all sorts of ice fiend powers at the sandbox. But how do you see? According to records, while Donnie was being escorted to a shell by two Sheild agents, he somehow was able to disarm them and use its ice powers to knock them out before at this as they were. Since Donnie Gill never didn't show give any promise, but prior to that incident, they didn't think he was much of a friend until it was too late. After that, Donnie Gill broke out. Kai caused him trouble. The Avengers brought him in to Shield. Now he's loose again. I saw him. Yes, and which is why I think we're on after Donnie right now. What do you mean? And if I possibly Hydra, there's a good chance that Hydra might be interested in him as well. Yes, considering that there was, of course, when Shield collapsed, there's a lot more Hydra agents that were decent at the sandbox before during this, when the infiltration began. I was able to. There's a buddy, and speak to a buddy of mine before the attack started. According to him, it was like a lot of bad things happened there when it happened, when stuff went down. So there could also be a chance that Hydra might have had some access to Donnie before he escaped the sandbox. And who knows how much time they had with Donnie while he was at the big house. Who knows? All we do know is that Hydra might be after him. Do you have it? Yes, it's all right here, Mr. Gill. It's ice. It's blizzard now. Remember that. My apologies, sir. Are these all that you're able to get? Yes, unfortunately, these are all names that we had, minus the name of the man that you already killed prior to our meeting. Prior to our meeting, anyway. If I find out that just keep holding out on me, you're gonna have. Wait, what are you looking at? Hello, Mr. Guild. Hello, Mr. Guild. Swallow easy there, but it's not. Who are you? Are you a Shield? No, of course not. We're here on behalf of Hydra. Hydra. What? Hydra? That's right. Look, we just want to talk. Look, see, people in my organization, high up in ours, believe that your powers can be very beneficial to us, and we must hope to. Sorry, not interested. Did you lead them here? Mr. Gill, please. No, I didn't give me a choice. They forced me to. They told me that you were dangerous. I worried what would happen if you double crossed me, Sidrid. And I thought you must be punished. No, please. And that's hell, it's tell me what's the progress on this. Oh, these samples are very, very nice. But if Hydra's goal is to turn liquid air into hard ice as our ice, then we will need more better samples than this. Perhaps if you let me to join you with the higher Hydra scientists, perhaps I could be more assistance. No, Simmons, I think you're better off here. But besides, do you have the force? Of course. Wait a minute. Hey, is that Donnie? Hey, I'm sorry, Mister. I'm sorry. Do you have him or not? It's right here. I gotta go. Relax. Take a deep breath. Relax, and you'll find meaning. Relax it, and you'll find meaning. Shield is gone. Hydra is the future. When the problem with humanity is they believe that once a fire starts and burns, that they should be that it should be taken care of right away. But when that happens, when a forest grows back, it grows back plants that are of our sorts. Don't burn well. But if a fire is allowed to go and engulf like the phoenix fire, then when the fire is gone and the forest everything grows and it's unique and its own, all the same. Why fight for order that supports at Hydra? We offer security, uniqueness, oneness, making more. Why work for or why support why clean onto an organization? Shield is about Hydra. I will never serve Hydra. What? Yeah, tell me, have you noticed this bottle of wine I opened up today? I actually bought a crate of this. I actually bought a bottle of wine 40 years ago in Vermont, but a problem in 1930. But the problem was it wasn't probably when I opened it and drank it, it tastes bitter. But they told me if it was mature, it'll be so I started doing myself. I decided to I buy a crate of it and probably after a few decades, and I opening it and perfectly. That's why that's you see is when it comes to wine, it's telling me to be patient. Like if you patient and take your time, you'll eventually get the result that you look for. Man, that is why I decided to treat myself because I had a feeling this would be a very long night. Having trouble. I see we're having trouble with using with our U.S. candidate, Mr. Whitehall. Apparently so, Mr. Botchi. Reset the machine sorry, what do you want me to reset to? To the beginning, of course, Mr. Botchi. After all, there's no other place that you is good to start. You really think I want to find out about this? I mean, honestly, Simmons, keep I put you on the cover. I would have thought that you would take care of. I mean, all you stock your fridge is a bottle of swatter sauce, some beer, and some processed food. Not really much of a healthy diet. Honestly, considering that I'm currently working with a bunch of terrorists, I don't really have time to sit. Mostly, I spend my days going to work and then coming home without. I first thought I could draw too much attention to myself. Well, it's a good thing I decided to stop out to a grocery store over here. I have enough food to last you for a few more months. Although I brought some stuff that we can use right now. Like I might treat you. That sounds nice, even Colston. You don't really have to cook me. Oh, but I don't really mind at all. So it's been a while since I cooked for someone. Besides, you also fill me in on your way to support while on the curve of Hydra. So they are interested in Donnie Gill. Yes, when I first saw the picture, I was surprised as you are. Apparently, that one of his type of machine, he ice powers, which you already know. Yes, unfortunately, a few hours ago, we saw a report saying that a man who worked for Ian Quinn got killed by a man with ice fiend powers, and you think it's Donnie Guild. Yes, we believe that. After, as you know, Ian Quinn promised Seth and Donnie a ride out of Shield County and a fancy check if they create a machine that Ian Quinn would use to exploit for his own needs. Of course, the deal went sideways, and when Ian Quinn asked Donnie and Seth to activate the machine in exchange for a ride home, he never delivered, and Seth and Donnie's only friend went up dead, and Donnie spent the rest of his days at Shield and Sandbox, where he was experimenting for master his new powers. Yes, and now he's loose, doing who knows how. Look, I think that he might be going since Ian Quinn's already dead. I think Donnie Gill is looking to make people that work for Quinn pay for Quinn's sins against us. You don't think that Donnie will go after Seth's father? We already fear that we sent some aliens that were local in Seth's father's old place, retirement home. They want to actually retire from him worldwide, and he apparently say any reports from Donnie Gill. Perhaps he's decided that Donnie's father go, Seth's father live because of whatever friendship they had with him. Perhaps. So tell me how things going. It's going as fine as it goes. But unfortunately, I'm still stuck in the sub lab. The scientists there as they continue to squander my talents, even though they know I'm a fully skilled scientist. They're still weary. They whenever someone used to work for Shield, it offers to join Hydra. They need to take precautions, like any secret organization. When they recruit new people, and join them. Tell me, I'm making new friends. Well, don't worry, Agent Coulson. I know you think. I don't know if you were. I'm perfectly fine but you're not really asking. No, I'm asking because I need to know because being in relationships is like relationships with people that people and are trying to infiltrate is successful to your mission. Well, I'm not like Ward. I can't lie the way he does. I'm not saying you should be like Ward. I'm saying that you should you should try and be friendly, more friendly people. Try to tell them that try to let them know that they can depend on you to get the job done. If that happens, they'll let you in more, and when that happens, it'll put me in to take them down. Exactly. Tell me, how is everyone doing? They're all doing fine. Fine, as best we could during our current situation. How's Fitz? Fitz is holding up good. He keeps himself busy helping in the lab, best he can. Is something wrong? I'm starting to think I made a mistake offering to do this undercover job. I thought that's what you wanted. Well, yes, I do. I thought that taking on this job is my way of giving back to Sheild, to thank them as a way of thanking for all they've done for me, to try and help in the only way I can in order to take down Hydra. But now I started thinking, especially Fritz, especially after what we went through. You mean after you spent so much time in the ocean, and something happened? Yes, Fitz confessed his true feelings to me and admits that he loves me. Oh, I see, and you never gave him a straight answer for that. Yes, no. Look, I don't honestly know how I feel. Fitz is one of my best friends. I don't want to do anything now to destroy that. Yes, but it sounds like to me Fitz wants to take things to the next level, and from my perspective, I think. Yeah, tell me, do you get along with Fitz? Of course, he's my closest friend. But maybe it's something that you consider when you get back from your mission, of course. I'll think about it, sir. Hey, take care of this. No, shall we? Yes. Yes, of course. You. Let's see. Boston. Agent Coulson, Rebecca, how's Gemma doing? She's fine. Look, I was wondering, I was wondering if you can talk to Chameleon about something. What do you mean? Well, only over this. I tried to I managed to find out a Sheild agent that was hiding at a local safe house not too far from here. Agent 33. Agent 33. Why does that name sound so familiar? You might have read up on her Sheild profile during your early days when you first started. When you start out as an agent. Right. Yeah. Yes, I think so. Yeah. I read that she's a very. When I briefly looked into her, she's a very successful agent. Yeah, she's one of the best agents that we had. I was hoping. I heard that she was holed up in a safe house. Safe house in upstate. Upstate, and she stayed there ever since the incident happened. And I was hoping I could reach her. Reach her to see if she wants to join our newly renovated Sheild. But when I got there, it was too late. Was there a sign? Unfortunately, yes. When I went into her room, the whole place was ransacked. Looks like there was some sort of major fight that happened there. You think Hydra got to her? You think she's dead? I don't think so. If there was I'm sure they wouldn't bother to take the body or dump it somewhere. They would just leave it there to rot or something, or something. So what do you think? I think she might have been taken. Hydra's might have taken her. Wait, why would she want her? That's what I want you to find out from Chameleon. Do you really think that he actually knows more about Hydra than what's going on? Maybe not. But I know Chameleon is the only lead that we have to stop Hydra once for all. And you're the only one that he wants to talk to. Yeah. Do you know why he wants to talk to me? Don't know, but you gotta be careful, Sky. Chameleon might try to use that as a way to exploit you. Don't worry, I can handle Chameleon. I hope so. So do you? Even Sky. I was wondering when I would hear from you again. I was hoping to save a Chameleon. Whatever you think you might gonna get out of these old chats, not gonna work. I'm here on business, nothing more, nothing less. So unless you want to talk about anything else besides that, when I'm gone, bad enough. Right enough. What do you want to know? Agent Coles tried to recruit another Sheild agent that he found in a local safe house, but when he got there, the place was ransacked. He thinks Hydra might have taken her. If so, then they may have decided to put her through the compliance machine. The what? When I first started working for Hydra, I have heard rumors from local agents saying that Hydra was dabbling in the art of brainwashing technology. You mean mind control? Precisely. Rumors that a Hydra scientist has created something called a device called a compliance machine. Missing, taking out, forcing the victim to forget all that she thinks she knows what she believes in. Like in the case of a Sheild agent, forget why she ever became a Sheild agent in the first place. The goal is to tear down, using the machine to tear down anything that made the victim who she was, and then rebuild her into what Hydra wants that person to be. In this case, an agent, a loyal Hydra operative. So, do you know if they use this compliance machine on Hydra? Quite possibly, yes. Perhaps it's quite possible that almost 50% of Hydra's military could be made up of former Sheild agents, former Sheild or other police force agency that used to be loyal to it and now became Hydra. And do they know that they're being busted? No, they spend the rest of their lives thinking that they were always loyal to Hydra and never aware of the point. Although if someone the person who put them through that brainwashing procedure feel like that the microphone all they do is say a few certain key phrases and then poof, they are back under their complete control. Then did I do that to you? Did they put you through the compliance? Please. If that happened, I would have stayed with Hydra for as long as I did. No, I assure you, Agent Sky, everything I've done ever since I first took Ward's place amongst the team in that short period of time. It was of my own free will. No one forces me to do what I want to do. But how can you say that for sure? You said yourself that the person anyone who goes through with their lives thinking that this was their life. How do you know that you always were chameleon? For Hydra turned into chameleon in order to serve their needs, serve their plans. I know what I'm trying to do, Agent Sky, but it won't work. Trying to make me doubt myself. You are correct. It appears that she has taught you well in a short period of time when you first joined. But I still see you still have a lot to learn if you ever have a chance to make it in this world, my dear. But then again, perhaps what you need is more teachers, or perhaps a father figure. We're done here. Sky White. Compliance scene? Really? Well, it makes sense. Hydra really does seem like the organization that will want to do that. You want to do that? Yeah. Oh, hey, Sky. Thanks for. We want to talk to you. Do you mind, Agent Hunter? Oh, me and want to settle about Sky. Look, I bet that you were indoors. But tells me that you would. Is that true? Well, technically, I've been officially informed only a few minutes as soon as Coast that was before Sheild blew up. So you haven't. So I'm afraid you. Man, Agent Mac prefers his. So make sure you do. Wait, you're killing me. Really? So tell me, I guess that means you never killed him. No, well, let me tell you something, Dovis. Eventually, we keep in this line of ways you'll eventually have to put someone down. When you ask stuff, are you prepared to do that? Aren't you supposed to be busy busy with doing inventory? There was an 800 look. Even after it's take it from me. Now how will we work on your sniper skills, on your shooting skills? Alright then, let's do it. Do you... Okay, be friendly. Dr. Bernstein, is that a new tie? So, not gentlemen. Look, I've been told by a friend that you have been asked to speak to Mr. About Mr. Bocci. I was going to say, Yes, what do you mean? I didn't do anything. Well, then you have nothing to hide. Wait, then. These two agents will escort you to the meeting room. Alright, so be afraid. Be very afraid. Agent Simmons. Well, I mean, if we never fully. My name is Senor Bocci. I am. I am the first. I am the second in command of this fine facility we're in. Thank you for agreeing to talk to me. Well, I don't really have much choice considering that you asked 2 armed guards to escort me here. Of course. It appears that you will be keeping secrets from us, Agent Simmons. What do you mean? Yes. Mr. Brosky has informed that you will spend much time helping him on cybergrafting ice fiend abilities to our weapon systems, and possibly to enhance our soldiers. But you failed to mention not the reasons to the source. What do you mean? Johnny Guild. We had before Sheild fell. We had some Hydra scientists stationed at the sandbox where Johnny Guild was taken after his little incident at Sheild Academy. It appears yes, where we discovered he had icing powers, but we just figured out that appearance that you two had a brief relationship together. Well, I just gave a lecture at the academy where Johnny was at. Don't lie, Simmons. I'm not lying. Look, you're right. I do know Johnny Guild. This is like Johnny Guild, and I was gonna inform Agent Brodsky on that when I saw his picture on his papers, but I never got a chance. But before he went off, yet you could have told him before leaving work, or next time, or the other time you saw him during in a sublab, but you didn't. Or yet you could have informed one of our other higher ups about your discovery of a source of the heist samples, and they could have told it straight to me. Yet you kept it a secret until now. So what? So why? I didn't think it was. I didn't think it was this way. I didn't think that is necessary. Necessary honestly. Besides, what? Well, we heard Donnie Gill reports that Donnie goes, and we were hoping that we could. How about you and your loyalty? Appears that as I'm sure I have learned that you were a very loyal Sheild before Sheild collapsed, and then you decided, look, my loyalties are to science. Of course, yes, I was a loyal Sheild sign back then, because they provided me the resources that allow me to carry on my work. But now that Sheild is gone, I believe that Hydra is the only organization that can help me pursue my scientific goals with their resources. But of course, I'm not performing best abilities because I'm stuck in a cell when I should be placed in a higher up lab in order to use my talents to full my abilities and for Hydra's benefit. I assure you, my loyalties are to Hydra. Well, loyalties can be tested. You may return to your work for now, but know that we're keeping a close eye on you, and more importantly, Miss Simmons, you should know that I will call upon you when you least expect it. Is that understood? Yes, sir. Blast each. Hey, Turbo. Who's actually name is Fitz. I don't know anyone named Turbo. No, it's a nickname I give you. Fitz. Nickname. Yes, I give names to everyone I like you, but we're not really friends. We don't know each other. Well, doesn't mean we can't start right now. Perhaps I can help you with what you're working on. What is that? Oh, it's a device that that me and Ward acquired a few months back. Yeah, I heard about it. I think Deceptors creating. Is it that device that's supposed to disable all sorts of electrical energy bursts? Yes, Sheild even used this a small version of this device to take out our weapon system when we fought that everyone on board the bus was Hydra. But of course, technically, the only person that was Hydra on board at that time was Agent Garrett, but we didn't know that at the time. Right. Yeah, so what do you know? Well, I was hoping that I could reconfigure it to, instead of shutting down electrical powers, I could shut down human powers. Is that right? Yes. Are you planning to use something against Johnny? I know. Yes. Aren't you? Please tell me you're not thinking of actually going out to find Donnie yourself, aren't you? Aren't you? Alright, yes, I am. But yes, I am. Look, I think that I'm the only one I can reach out to Donnie. Look, he's lost. Look, when I first met Donnie, he was just like me when I first joined Shield, scared, alone, and not willing to having a hard time making friends. I was like him at one time before I met Gemma and joined Coulson's team. Before all the stuff happened, before all the stuff of Hydra happened. Donnie is not a bad kid. He's just lost, and yes, and he's a very brilliant man. I think Shield could use Donnie again, both as a scientist and maybe as a soldier. Exactly, perhaps if that's Donnie's choice. Look, I admire you like this. Look, I like the fact that you choose to see the best in people fits. But look, in my experience, sometimes people only hide and show what I want to show to people, and hide the darker parts of them. I learned that lesson the hard way when a lot of one people I thought were my friends turned out to be Hydra. Back on board my last what happened. I guess I'm sorry. It was the same for all of us. I think we were all affected the same way that they met. But Donnie's different. He's a good kid. He's had a rough patch with Quinn and people. So are you going to tell Coast about this? Part of me wants to, but part of me wants to help you with this. Really? Yes, look. If you think this will help us stop Donnie from doing it, cause it kill him, then I gotta trust my gut saying that this could be our best chance. So if you want, I'd like to help you with this. In fact, I always enjoy using my hands to help than using my fists. Instead of my fists, That's just how I always been. That's why I joined Shield as a mechanic, not as an agent, because I don't really like violence. I prefer to talk things out. Yeah, you're both. So like you were made to be an agent. Well, yeah, that's what a lot of people thought too when I first joined. But they all realized that I was better off being a mechanic. Right. Well, I guess I could use the help since Gemma isn't here. Good. Then let's get this thing started then. Start again. Right. And I can't believe that out of all of Quinn, we're the only ones that managed to survive the upset. Yes. But don't be wrong. I think that we all agree that we all wish that Ian Quinn is still alive. Let's be glad that not like the rest of Quinn's former employees that we were smart enough to get out while we did. Yeah, that's good. Especially now that icicle guy is on killing us. Yeah, why didn't kill us? We had anything to do with that kid's with his friend's death. Look, he's just an angry child who looking to blame people. And when the person he needs his anger on Rose, and at least that's how it works. Ever a psychiatrist, aren't you, Peter? What can I say? And say, no, the rest of you, I was smart to get a second job besides working for a corrupt businessman. Indeed. Who is this me, guys? It's all really cold around here. Yeah. Warning. Warning. Mission alert. All personnel. All Shield personnel. High-ranking Shield personnel. We got the alert. What's going on? It's Guild. Eyewitnesses. Local PD managed to hack into a local PD rail building, and eyewitnesses confirmed that they saw Donnie Gill reporting this building here. According to a record here, that building used to belong to Quinn Road Y until it got shut down after Quinn's death. Yes. According to the security forces of cameras nearby, it appears that a few people, looks like they used to be former Quinn employees, went in there. Probably to set to the party. Yeah, those fact. Well, if I know the higher ups, they're probably celebrating that they managed to escape unhinged. If I'm not mistaken, we know see the worst in people, Hunter. What can I say? It's part of my charm. Man, it's pretty safe that Donnie's fair. And then after that, the cameras just freeze over, and when it's clear that Donnie goes there trying to kill off the rest of Quinn's old flock. We can't let that happen. and that's why we're taking the bus right now. Wait, the bus? Yes, is it actually ready to be taken out again? Yes, it is. Yeah, I just got the old crew from Mac and Fitz, and the bus is now cloaked and ready to be used. I think it's about time. I think I get our old plane back in the air. Don't you think? Yeah, well, let's do it then. And May, ready for old time's sake? I thought you'd never ask. Hey, hey Mac, yes, hey Scott, what's up? Hey, you want me to tell you? Well, you know, if Colson and his team got news on with Donnie, also did it, and they're hanging over there now. So on news. I already have where they're going right here. Oh, thanks, man. Well, you guys, someone to help. What can I say? I think. Oh, thanks, Mac. Just trying to help out, is all. Well, this is. Well, I told any of you don't get to. So here we are again. I suppose any of you gentlemen are going to tell me why you're coming here. Good, that's good to know. Good talk. Aiden Simmons. Good to see. What's going on here? Also, you're organizing some Hydra soldiers for a strike team for an assault. We are. We just got reports that Donnie Guild has been spotted at a local warehouse used to be owned by Ian Quinn. We have reason to believe that some of Quinn's old employees are held up there, and Donnie went there to settle the score, as you would imagine. So you're sending a team to bring him in, precisely. Precisely. But so, and you brought and so why am I here? We believe that since we now know that you had some relations to Donnie, we are hoping that you could give us a second chance at capturing him. Yes. We have when we first see rumors that Donnie Gill was on it, we tried to capture him to join our organization. Our future attempts ended less than successful, but with you, we have a second chance to do things right. And if I'm not able to get through, so you want me to convince join Hydra? Exactly. And if I don't, then that's why these men are here, to either bring Donnie in or put him down if he continues to resist us. Right. But he's saying that, see, don't worry, that's why we'll be every step of the way. Oh, stop, please, no. Please, don't do this. We had nothing to do with it. Killing us won't change anything. Anything. You're right. You're wrong. It will change. Something it will change for years. People, Sheild, Hydra, they all thought that they can get, they can bully me around, use me for their own petty needs, and toss me aside like trash. But no, but now all changed when I found out what I did here today. You see, I'm not just killing you I'm not killing you because I'm just taking out my anger for what Quinn did to me and Seth on you, poor Seth. You're meant to be used as an example, to tell the world, tell Sheild and Hydra that I'm not some guinea pig that they can use whenever they want. I'm not some pawn. No, I'm not some puppet that they use to use and then cut loose when I know how to use it anymore. They're gonna know that I'm not afraid. That I'm not scared, and I'm not over my head. That I'm angry, and if they ever mess with me again, they'll have this happen to them. Yes. All right. All right. Here's the plan. Me and Triple stay here to quarterback the mission on the bus while you three go down there and try and contain Donnie. And if he can't be contained, then we have no choice but to put him down. I'm afraid we can't. Either way, we can't let Hydra get their hands on Gil. on Gil. Understood, boss. Take the Quinjet. All right. All right, just I can't believe you got here in time. Hey, what can I say? I know how to get here fast. According to these readings, Johnny's in that building. Hopefully, we got here in time before he killed anyone. Here's hoping. Like Mac, I think it's going first alone. I don't know, Triple. I don't think it's. I want you to help your friend, but I don't know if I feel like doing it on by yourself. Look, I'll just mention you with you just in case. Alright, I'm curious. This way I communicate with you and I can hear what's going on. Like, so wait, hold on. Look over there. Do you Hydra? But they're also early to the party. Do you wait? Who's that? Who was over there? Let's see. Oh boy. Wait, let me see. What fits? I don't think you should. Gemma? She's here. Well, if it's easy, Turbo, remember, we're here for Donnie, not for Simmons. But she could need help. Well, remember, Coulson told us that Simmons is undercover within Hydra. If we go out there now, we might blow it, and we might get us all killed. Do you want that? No, we're not. Look. No, I think there's another way we get on the other side. Look, we'll go back and go on the other side. We don't need to start a firefight when we don't need to. Besides, there's more of them than out of us. Good call. Alright, come on. Now remember, I'll be listening to you all the way here. If I see, I just said, what you need to say. Coaching you all the way. Alright. Alright, I'll do that. Dudes. Alright, hello? Donnie? It's me, Gemma Simmons. You don't remember me, but we met at Sheild Academy. I gave a lecture, and you were one of the students listening. Ian Simmons? What are you doing here? Donnie, it's so good to see you, and I admit, you look quite different with that new costume of yours. What are you doing here? Wait, whose side did you end up on? Sheild or Hydra's? I like to think that I'm on your side, Donnie. Donnie, I heard what you went up to, and I decided that it's time for a chat. Well, it doesn't matter. Regardless on whether you're here on behalf of Sheild, it don't matter. I'm not interested what any of them have to offer me. I'm better off on my own. Oh, come on, Donnie. Don't be like that. You were one of Shield's best scientists. You had so much potential, and you have so much to offer the world. And you say that life is over. I'm not the same man that I used to be. I'm different. I have power. Real power coursing through my veins. Through my veins. Besides, I already did too much. I already taken so many lives these past few days. So I see, but Donnie, that doesn't mean you still can't be that man. Look, we've all changed since that fateful day. Okay, we lost so many friends, family, people that we once thought we were friends, but that doesn't mean we let those pains change who we are. Look, I don't I think that you can still. You're wrong. I'm not that man anymore. I'm a villain now. I'm a villain now. But Donnie, no buts of it, Simmons. I know. I now accept my true fate. I'm a super villain. I now realize that I can use my powers to get what I want. To make things done my way. And if anyone messes with me, then I just freeze them to death. Alright, it's in. Alright, is this the right place? Look, alright, just be careful too. We got word that Hydra is also on the scene. So try and stay clear of them if you can. Like, if you can. How is that? Sky, I think you said stay up on a high surface. And hey, don't tell me what to do. You're not in command here. Sky, do what you just do it. Go with, yes, ma'am. Oh, sure, she listens to you. How can I say? She respects me more than she respects you. Fair enough. Donnie, please. Please, Donnie, it's not like. Oh, please. I'm. Oh, please. Please. If you keep going down this path you're on, it'll only lead to more pain and destruction. With Sheild, with who? Sheild Hydra? Do you think if I just went along, if I decided to be that good, be Sheild Hydra's good, well, so that I'll end up being any different. I learned far too that Shield, no matter how much Steel Hydra things, they're no different from me. They're both two sides of the same coin. Both prefer to use found instead of reason. If I joined either side, they would make forced to use my powers the same way I will. But it'll be for the good of humankind if you join our side, Donnie. Forget it. I'm done with this, Simmons. Listen to my words very. Want to repeat exactly as I say. Johnny, relax. Take a deep breath. Relax, and you'll find me in compliance. Wait a minute. You're one of them, aren't you? You liar! Let's go, no, actually, let's go. We have movement. Fan out. Find them. Yes, sir. Oh, heads up. What the? Head up. Oh, dude, let's go, dude. Oh, hold on, I got another operative. What's that? I got this. No, wait, Hunter. Hunter, so, what's stopping me? That's Anna Timmons. She's one of us. She's undercover. Oh, really? Well, thanks for the memo. Let's go. Let's go, dude. You run when I want something, but you can't escape from me. Donnie! Fitz, freeze! Donnie, Fitz, let me guess, you're here to convince me to join Irish Hydra? Not Hydra, only Shield. Donnie, stop this. I'm only here to help you. Like Simmons did. Do you know that their old science buddy is working for Hydra now? Like, yes, like, what makes you think that? Because she tried to utter the compliance program that Hydra drilled into my brain while I stayed at the sandbox. They tried to use their compliance program to brainwash me and make them under mindless puppets. But I managed to escape before they complete the process. Complete the process. Look, I'm not here for Hydra. I'm here on behalf of Shield. Donnie, please come home. Your place with your friends with Shield. I have no friends. Fitz, remember? No, that's not true. You have me. I'm your friend. Remember? When I came by your dorm room a few that day after the lecture, I offered to help you fix your machine. Remember? I remember that I used you to fix the machine looking at Zelda Quinn, who double crossed me and my true friend Seth. That's why I helped you before. Look, I'm here to help you now, Donnie. I know that you feel like you're alone in this world. But that's not true. You have people that care about you. Who? Shield? Shield? They're no different from... I learned long ago that they're no different from Hydra. And somebody... No, you're wrong. Shield is very different from Hydra. Shield wants to protect people. Yeah, by using people like me to do their dirty work. Coulson like that. He's... You know Coulson, right? I'm sure you've heard of him at Shield Academy. Coulson's not like Director Fury or the other. He actually cares about people. I know. I worked for him many times before, like when he was just an agent, like me. Like me. Coulson just wants to help. Coulson, if you come with us now, we just don't have to end the fight, Donnie. Donnie, it always ends in a fight. Kid said, I'm sorry, Fitz. I know you're trying to help, but let's be honest. Donnie Guild is dead. I'm sorry you feel that way, Donnie. What is this? It's a little thing I will take care of a handful like you. I'm sorry about the storm, but you love me. No. I'm sorry, Donnie. What's happening to me? No. Donnie. No. 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 No, dude. So look out. Dude. What's up here now? Dude. This is to all Hydra personnel. The mission has failed. Return to headquarters at once. Let's move out now. Let's out. Come on, sir. Wow. Let's go. Sky report. Simmons and Senior Bocci got away, but Simmons' cover is still secure and it's still safe. That's good. What about what what happened to Donnie? Coulson dismay. May. Donnie Goat's. I'm afraid Donnie Goat's dead. And I'm afraid, and that's all. Because that Fitz and Mac are also here. You two had no business being there in the first place. Look, don't get me wrong. I'm glad that you were there and glad that you were able to shut down Donnie's power. But you could have gotten seriously hurt. Well, Coulson, from all respect, it was my idea. No, Mac. It was my idea. I wanted to help Donnie. I pushed back to you. I asked Mac to help me fix this device this device to help shut down Donnie Yo's powers. Well, I didn't. But by the time it was finished, I didn't. By the time I heard that Mac, we heard that you found Donnie, that there was no time to test it. So when I used it, it caused Donnie to be engulfed in his own powers and turn to ice. If Hydra didn't shatter his body, I think I could have reversed the new machine and do what I did, but now it's too late. Donnie's gone. Donnie's gone. But the truth is, it was all Mac had nothing to do with it. I coaxed him into it. Duly noted. Well, look, and I'm sorry that things didn't work out with you. I know that you were only trying to help, but Fitz, when I asked you not to be part of the mission, it's not because I enjoy people killing, because I just trying to keep you safe. Do you believe I'm trying to keep you safe, right? Of course I do, sir. Good. So I appreciate that. So next time, I appreciate that you coming before you, so I go out incognito. Is that understood? Yes, Agent Coulson. Alright. You two are dismissed. Look, Trevor, thanks for defending me back there, but you didn't have to. I was happy. We all know it was as much my idea as yours. No, it was all my idea. You're just following. That's the truth. You just want to help me because you just want to help me, and I appreciate it, Mac. I appreciate it. Look, I know I haven't been that fair to you ever since you joined. You joined our team, and that's I've just been worried about Stemma, and I never meant to take on. No worry about it, Fitz. We all deal with things in our own way. I get it. From what I hear, you and Timmons were really tight. Yeah. I actually told Gemma how I really feel about her one time before she went off to go on her undercover mission. How I really felt. Really? I told her that I loved her. Oh, wow. That's a lot. That's some big news. How did she take it? I don't know. She never gave me an answer until. She never gave me an answer yet on what I just told on my response to her. So response to that. First thing. I would have thought that after we stopped Garrett and we managed to get out of danger, that Simmons would get a chance to ask Simmons about what she thought about what I told her back in the ocean, but she never did. Never did. We'll give it time. From what I can tell, friends like these are friends like when people have been friends in these situations. When friends, good friends for a long time, it's hard for them to see them more than just friends. But give it time. Okay, and by the way, Fitz, I just want to also say I'm sorry what happened to Donnie. I know what you want. Thanks, Mac. I appreciate it. I know, Fitz. Me and some of my buddies are heading down to the Lisa room to play some Call of Duty. Do you want to join? It could really help with your counterfeit skills. You know what? That sounds like a good idea. Maybe I will. Perhaps I could use a break. That's what I'm talking about, Turbo. Come, hey, how will you and I be partners? Okay, how does that sound? If that sounds good, yeah. Yes. So after all that, Donnie Gill ended up dead. It's a shame that we weren't able to recruit Agent Mr. Gill to our organization. Yes, but I do have some good news. I was. After Sheild left, I was able to send some hydratants to recover what was left of Donnie's remains. See, perhaps we can study his remains to see if we can better reverse engineer. Yeah, that's good to hear. Here are those papers you wanted. Mr. Whitehall. Thank you, Agent Theory. Thank you, Hera. Thank you. Happy to comply. Yes, is that all? No. I also will request one of the scientists from our subdivision to be moved up to a higher level. I believe that the particular agent is. Oh, really? What's agent do you have in mind? Agent Gemma Simmons. She was with me when we were trying to recruit Agent Guild. So she during her little screen show proved to me she showed me that she has potential to be a valuable asset to our organization. So you trust her, not entirely, but yes. And if she does wind up proving untrustworthy, we can always get her to comply.